Tinubu runs away from Nigeria at every opportunity. Peter Obi accuses president of prioritizing foreign holidays over Nigerians' lives. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. Today, I bring to you an interesting news coming from the former aspirant of the presidential role, Peter Obi, and the former governor of Anambra State, telling that Tinubu runs away from Nigeria at every opportunity, as he accuses the president of prioritizing foreign holidays over Nigerian lives. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Former presidential candidate Peter Obi has criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu over his absence from scenes of recent tragedies in the country, accusing him of prioritizing foreign holidays over the lives of Nigerians. Obi's remarks come after a series of deadly attacks in Katsina State, where gunmen killed more than 50 people in mosques and nearby villages, while over 60 others were kidnapped. The former governor made this known in a statement on Friday, noting that this was in addition to the many bandit attacks and kidnappings that occurred just last month. Obi condemned what he described as the government's lack of urgency in responding to security and humanitarian crises. He also referenced Wednesday's boat mishap in Niger State, in which at least 60 people, mostly women and children, lost their lives, with many others still missing. Obi stated that one would have expected the president to visit one of the affected states when he returned to the country following his trip to Japan and Brazil 6 days ago, or at least Niger State, where 60 citizens recently died in a boat accident. He said the president could have taken less than a 30-minute trip from Abuja to Niger State in his jet, adding that Mr. President should have at least visited the grieving families before leaving again. Obi argued that at a time of mourning and insecurity, Nigeria needs leadership, empathy, and presence, adding that no holiday should take precedence over the lives of citizens. The statement read, from all indications, our president is not finding his home in Nigeria conducive for a very long stay, and it should be concerning to us. Just yesterday, for the umpteenth time, Mr. President waved the nation goodbye again, barely 6 days after his return to Nigeria, after he spent 15 whole days for just a 5-day engagement. He is now heading for about his 10th trip to France in 2 years, this time for his annual holiday. It does look like Mr. President is running away from Nigeria at every slight opportunity, and one would wonder why so much of his 2 years in office has been spent on holidays or away from the very country he was elected to preside over. Meanwhile, at least 79% of Nigerians have been reported to be facing food insecurity, That is over 180 million people facing hunger. Nigeria just last month was declared the worst country to give birth, and just weeks ago, the worst place to live with the world's worst life expectancy. We deserve a president with all hands on deck to solve these issues. According to the former governor, across Nigeria last month alone, while Mr. President was on one of his very many trips, over 50 people were killed in the horrifying mosque and village attack in Katsina State, with over 60 people kidnapped. This is exclusive of the many bandits, attacks and kidnappings just last month. One would have expected that the president would at least visit one of these states when he arrived 6 days ago, or at least visit Niger State, where just yesterday, 60 of our citizens, women and young women, died in a boat mishap, with many more still missing. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.